Hello, everyone. Welcome to the video game playthrough, the video game Control. This is part 5, I think. We've been doing quite a bit. We're gonna wait for the textures to pop in so it doesn't look like Mortal Kombat 1 on Switch. Sharky's not here, right? We got to go find Dylan tonight. We did so much stuff. We looked at so many things. We've been discussing the hiss incantation. Is actually really funny. I use this thing called Stream Bee, which tells you like the best things to do on stream, like based on what you've done, what people most were engaged with. And when we went over the hiss incantation, it was like, don't do that again. Don't fucking do that again. We did a lot of Ati quests. We got Jesse's new ability. I was like, who are you again? Jesse. Your name is Jesse. We got Jesse's shield ability, and we got to go find Dylan. But you are a worm through time. I know, dude. And like the things, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Hiss. I'm just gonna do it. I don't care if it says not to do it. I'm gonna do it. It's just like, that's so fucking cool. And that, like, just things that are going through right now, like talking about Alan Wake and discussing the Remedy connected universe as a whole. It's just, I'm ashamed that as much as I love Alan Wake, I didn't give the connection thought more brain time until recently. I'm ashamed in that. So let's go to the Panopticon because they're intertwined. And right now my brain is saying what came first, the chicken or the egg? And I just can't figure it out. The thought going through my mind, is this all Alan Wake's imagination? Is this all Alan Wake's creation? Or is Alan Wake and the dark presence a small piece of this puzzle? Is it the whole that creates?
Sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
Is all this Alan's creation? Or is it not? Is Alan even creating this, or is he being mind controlled to do so? And something that I was really chewing on last night is the link between the hiss and the dark presence specifically. Are they the same? Are they different? Are they related? The hiss and the dark presence have a very similar MO, right? Show up, possess everyone in the area, kill the good guy, kill the protagonist. I'm pretty sure they're different, at least. Maybe. Hey, Piano Badger. I already said hi to you, but I'm going to say hi to you again because I can. It's my stream. I do what I want. I don't think they are the same, but I do think they're connected. Yeah. That's kind of where my brain is right now. But like, are they like brothers? Related? Same species? I love that. I love that Mjolnir's hammer side effect. That's what I call that. Boom. Gotcha. Okay. Your PC's fast now and booting up. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad that your friend was able to fix that for you, Gavin. I was wondering that before you posted an update. It's just, they're just so similar, you know? The hiss and the dark presence. They're both, I think they keep on using the word resonance. I use the word entity. I think they're basically kind of the same thing. Like, I wonder if they're both from the same reality, the same slide. I know we've not gotten to the slides yet, but you know, whatever. I'm very, very curious about all of it. And I'm really, like, when I played this game back in the day, I did not play Alan Wake first, or I didn't replay Alan Wake before it. So a lot of these things were lost on me, as I think they were lost on a lot of other people as well. So I'm really glad that we're getting to do this. Beats the hell out of playing Spider-Man again, you know? Shh,
Reminder, this week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Why is that? So they have red forms, and if they show up in a different color, just destroy them because they're imposters. You're doing the DLCs. I'm going to at least do AWE. It's going to depend on time, because I do, pending on a strike, right? Because that's going into gaming. If there's no strike, because Epic Games Publishing is part of the offenders list right now, and Alan Wake 2 is going to be published by Epic Games Publishing. Toasty! But assume everything goes according to plan. I'm gonna get through AWE, and if we have time, I'll do the Foundation. If not, then we'll just go right into Alan Wake, because I don't think the Foundation had anything that was super crazy anyways, right? You get that new ability and some other stuff. Or maybe I'll just like blitz through it, not do the extras. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what we see when we see it. Examination of paranatural topics, objects of power and altered item distinctions. Summary. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant para-utilitarian abilities. See file PUT8112 for an introduction to the subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the blank's affiliation with object of power, with the director's affiliation with the object of power. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the blank evaluates, the object evaluates who, or the board. No, not, that's too long to be the board. Evaluates who can enter and cannot. There's some decent lore and Foundation. Maybe read some documents on the wiki. Fair. The board, that's way too long because it says the. It wouldn't be the board, right? If this was all blanked out and the word the wasn't there, I would say that's the board. B-O-A-R-D. Yeah, it would cut off right there if it was the board. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more paranaturally blank than altered items. Good, benevolent, controlled, probably controlled. Looking at the specific criteria that defines the object of power, it is no wonder they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have blank altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Several altered items. Yeah, so objects of power are more controllable. They're not trying to kill you necessarily, and they can be used as weapons or tools in your arsenal. That's what we know. Something I want to point out. I don't know if anyone else has thought of this. I'm sure Tom Bacon has. He's if I am a student of the Remedy universe and Control, specifically, or if I'm a student of Control, Tom Bacon's is the instructor. But the fact that they blank these out, right? I'm blanking on the word, but you fill in what you think it could be, and there's always different options, or 2 or 3 different options. That feels like how the board talks, doesn't it? Kinda. There's just like a couple different words going through it. Redacted. That's what I wanted to say. Redacted. So it's like, due to the director, board, whatever, affiliate. Like that's what our brain does. It tries to fill in the blank. Interesting. So does that mean that the board is trying to communicate in a way, but it's being redacted? Or is the board getting redacted for us? And that is Jesse's brain trying to fill in words based on context clues when it telepathically communicates with us. Interesting. Shabow! I want to break the windows. Thank you. I don't need to be in here. I'm going to go this way. Logistics. Here we are. Oh, beautiful. Lilies! The mantra hissing ever so gently into my ears. Lilies of the Valley, everyone. My favorite streamer, Lilies of the Valley. Boom! Have a buddy. How are you, Lilies? Gotcha. Everyone go follow Lilies, and maybe we can peer pressure into streaming again. Maybe not during the time where I'm feeding my child. Bless me. Bless you. Thank you, Money Sniper. My soul almost left my body. Money Sniper's the only one who cared. You have a soul? Shut up. Okay. There's stuff here. I just know it. Hacha! As always. Yes. Only one who cares about me. Money Sniper. Greg, aren't you married with a child? Exactly. Exactly. It's over here. Hey, thanks for the bits. Keeping my electricity on bits at a time. Hey, happy. That's a positive NPS score, you know? That looks like a promoter. Stuff. That cleansing is still satisfying to watch. It's so cool. So I gotta talk to Acorn about that avatar thing and see what she wants to do too. Rob and Acorn. Acorn's probably just gonna be like, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Thanks. I miss Acorn. Acorn doesn't talk to me unless she wants to do a podcast with me. That's the way it goes. Mannequin, waste mannequin. The item was last owned by Madame something or other, an operatic performer from Berlin. After her career ended in a public scandal, she relocated to somewhere. Ordinary Maine. Dalamar, hello. How are you, my friend? For reasons unknown, with her came the trappings of her old life, including this item. Locals report that she rarely left her home in the short years she spent in Ordinary. After her death, caused by waste mannequin, caused by something, the state held a public auction of her belongings, seeing as she had no known relatives. Various conflicting first-hand reports exist, but testimonies provided by witnesses of the event do contain some common elements. Most every witness saw numerous mannequins break through the house's windows, tumbling outside. Some witnesses report bright lights. Some report high-pitched singing. These are unverified. Numerous civilians inside the house at the time of the incident were hospitalized for various injuries. 2 were crushed to death. Agents were dispatched upon seeing an article regarding these events during the Bureau's daily scans of the national periodicals. The item was quickly identified and brought to the Bureau. Ordinary. She was called to Ordinary, Maine. Fan supplement. The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region since foreign investigator something or other met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to... Oh, what is this? 1954! When was this? 1967. Okay, so they were there quite a bit before Jesse. 1954. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we insist that our department handle all communications with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, head of the Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions. They have an entire department for this. You know, sometimes this world feels like Men in Black. Like the logistical stuff. Sorry, I got the sniffles for no reason. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just like, you're just in here and you see the logistics. And the only time you really ever see the logistics side of things, because it's so funny to think about, is like, I think of Men in Black. Galaxy Avengers, you goddamn right. Here come the Men in Black. That is my reflection. Let's go. Oh, hello there. Can't wait to get Fly. I should just go through and get Fly, huh? I should just do what I'm supposed to do and get Fly. Nope, this is back where I was. Greg. That makes sense, though. They got weird shit. Yeah. It's just this idea of bureaucracy is such a normal thing. And it can be used to help control. He said the thing. The uncontrollable, I find very interesting. Now, oh! Besides that sweet-ass haircut, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. You missed, I got a whole bunch of t-shirts, so I showed them off earlier. You have to go through the VOD to see them. I got 2 Spider-Man shirts and 4 Star Wars shirts. This way, right? Nope. That way. So that is very exciting news. You would think I would just start to like brainwash these guys, but I just have too much fun. Hey, you know what? I'll brainwash you. Why not? Why not, you know? Gotta do it 4 more times, sure. Let's do this just for the lunch be killing me at the moment. Yeah, I bet, man. How are you holding up? I heard there's a new scam for people who pre-ordered the new iPhone, where like some scammer is just sending generic text messages saying they're UPS and that their thing is at the warehouse instead of their house, and to click on the link. That must be fun. In memory of the heroic agents who gave their lives to forces known and unknown For the protection and greater knowledge of all humankind, we honor their sacrifice. I want to see if there's any names that pop out to me. Samuel Anderson. That's a familiar name. Anderson. That's the last name of the Thor and Odin. Nothing really else. Stubbs. No, I was thinking Stucky. Excuse me. I got some hamburger pizza today. It was delicious. Yeah, nothing really here. Mark Strong. The actor, Mark Strong? I wonder if those are developer names or something. Yeah, it's locked. Oh, I can go in here. What if all the words you think you know? Can I get out? Thank you. Apparently it's Remedy staff. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a little disappointing, but not. I'm the director. I don't have to listen to these ropes. Yeah. Yeah, fine. Fine. That makes the most sense, Tom, too. Medical wing. Oh, there you are. Gotcha. I did freak out a little bit. Gotcha. I did. Oh. Yeet. Go. Was that one more? One more and I get the achievement. You're dead. You're dead to me, kid. I don't have this right. That's right. Not yet, Greg. Not yet, Gregory. Not yet, Gregorith. Perhaps later, but not now. Don't even think about it. Radio. DMCA, that's what I think about that. DMCA! Bum bottom, bum bottom, bum bottom. Open up here. The one thing that I always find challenging about these deep dives is when to stop. You know? When is it just an Easter egg and nothing more? Something I always struggle with. Like, when is it just the Remedy staff and not, you know, not a hidden connection to Thor and Odin Anderson, two minor characters that show up a couple times in Alan Wake. I'll stand here. Anyone else? Couple more. It's fine. It's right here. I can do this all day. That wasn't supposed to fit. That shouldn't have fit. Here, get some help. Tom, are you gonna play Alan Wake 2 as well, or are you gonna hold off on that? I know you're more of a Control person than a Alan Wake, but I'm curious. I am very curious. Not on launch, might see what happens deal-wise. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, being a comic book fan, I was always one of those fans that at first I would follow the character and not the creative team. And then as I got older, I started following the creative team. So like typically in comics, you'll see writers and pencilers or illustrators, I guess it would be a better term, team up and work on a title for a while and then move on. And those are usually, if they stay within the same publisher, they'll expand on their previous works. So that kind of bled into gaming for me and how I consume gaming. So when Control was first announced, I wasn't super interested. And then I saw it was Remedy, and I was like, oh, I'm super interested now. Because I know, and the same thing with Quantum Break, because I was like, I just fucking know they're going to do some Alan Wake sprinkles in there on top, and I'm going to lose my shit. And they do, every time. And I will say this, I've never been disappointed with a Remedy game that I've played. I've not played Max Payne in a while, one or two in a very long time. But I've never picked up a Remedy game when it came out and been like, this is terrible. So for me, they've always been on point. And I'm so fucking excited. If I swear to God, if they miss with Alan Wake 2, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. Just letting you all know. I just played this on a whim when looking for something new, having never played a Remedy game before. So glad I did. Yeah. This is a great Control is a great entry, great beginning point for sure. Because what Brad did was my close personal friend, Brad Woto of the Brad Woto Stream Experience and Table Story. And basically Orcich's content, let's just call spade on that one. He played Control first and then made it up to the AWE DLC and then went back and played Alan Wake. And I think that's a pretty good way to do it. Although you're going to get a little disjointed with the older style gameplay, I think, on Alan Wake. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited, as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. This is a wolf globe, and it was found in 2010. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand-painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous imperfections. No, it's too long. Numerous something. In other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. Numerous bodies of water, continents, land masses. One of these islands has a city on it named Tanrelio. What does that mean? Hold on. Tanrelio. Oh, it's an anagram for Oriental. Oriental relation. You could spell it with those letters. There are no signatures left by this marker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in its handlers. You and me both. Yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, do you know about the secret area tip? I don't. Tell me right now. Tell me about it immediately. Only Tom Bacon. There is a wall with a picture of a hole hanging in it. There's a secret behind it. Where is that? Is that near where I am, or is it somewhere else? I am here. I need to know the secret. I found the secret in Alan Wake. I need to find the secret. I found it. Never mind. I'm the best. I'm the best. I feel like I'm gonna die if I go in there. Whee! Was it that? There are multiple. Okay. It's an elevator. Time to keep our eyes peeled. Oh, piece of candy. That opens security. I'm not doing that yet. We're not doing that yet. We're looking for things and secrets and stuff. So leave a message after the beep. I could be out. Or I'd pick up the phone. Where could I be? Believe it or not, I'm not home. Anyone? Anyone? That very obscure reference. Believe it or not, Greg isn't at home. Please leave a message after the beep. I must be out, or I'd pick up the phone. Where would I be? Believe it or not. It's Seinfeld. I don't even watch Seinfeld and I know that. What if I ask our dear friend Chris, professional musician Chris, to record that for us, and that's our BRB scene song.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house.
I'm sorry, where are my subtitles? I want that long. That. Let me do this. Where are my subtitles? Did the game just decide I don't need subtitles anymore? Interface? It's on.
We're
Fine.
investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power, an ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
So he's starting to lose his mind right there. You could tell. It's really nice that like he's doing like the thing, right? But also in the editing. So I'm pretty sure he's been doing all the editing himself for all these things. Just makes the most sense. I can't see them hiring a professional editor for something this top secret. So I feel like he's probably making the edits and they're starting to get sloppier. Same thing, I assume.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York
I want to watch
City
this again.
subway
I'm so sorry.
tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building.
How do they find the
Once we
building
became
though?
aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation.
I don't get how they found it.
A place of power.
I want all those
An
technical
ongoing
posters. Yeah, they're
AWE
really
of its
cool.
own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize
They
and
were allowed to
secure the
find
core
it.
sectors,
By
refer
whom?
to a separate presentation. After
By
extensive
whom?
research and
Maybe the board needs a
investigation,
director.
The Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top
Did he say it was 1968 that it was used?
secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
Starts talking about the Bureau too. They cut him. It feels very again, it's that Alan Wake information influencing my reading of the scenario. Did the board need a director, or did Alan need them to find this? Is this just an extension of Alan's story? Is this what he does? Like, instead of writing the proper stories as part of the world building, you know, no, okay. That's just probably I made that earlier. Does that make sense? If this is all a story, which maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Is that something Alan just needed to happen to progress the themes? Here, we'll do that. Grab this. Because you have to imagine that while Alan is writing on that, is building this world and writing, everything that he's writing on that typewriter isn't making it into the book. So he's got to have a secondary document for notes and world building and such, I would think. Assuming he has a similar workflow to what like Acorn Bandit has, and I think PB does that as well. It's like a Bible, so to speak.
P6 is what the Bureau calls Dylan. His cell's been breached. Has the Hiss found him? Are you there with him? Can you protect him?
Here we go. Once more into the abyss. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Wants us to go there. But I don't want to go. I just love that the generous room. Talk about like fucking foreshadowing, man. The fuck was that? I saw something for Alan Wake 2, and it made me laugh hysterically. They're gonna be, I think it was like a chapter or something called Room 665, which I'm pretty sure they referenced that in Control. It was a joke that Darling made. 665, Neighbor of the Beast. That's going to be an Alan Wake too. Not quite sure what that means. Other than a connection. But man, does that make me so excited. Give me that. Thank you. Just blindly touching things here. Let's go. We're dancing through the woods. Let's go. Hold on, before I press that 3 more times. This was room number 223. What is the meaning of 223? Do you think? For my D&D game, most of it only gets fleshed out as the players approach, but there is a backstory they'll probably never know about. Some of that is initial planning, some is whenever inspiration hits, and some is created around places and the events the players touch. Sure, yeah. And D&D is a more interactive way to tell a story, right? Because it's not just you telling the story. It's not just the players telling their stories. You're telling a story together. So there is a planning phase where you're just like building the world out, building the rules, building the laws, whatever, assuming you're not using pre-made ones, or if you're using pre-made ones, you're editing things and stuff like that. And there are, to your point, in the moment stuff as well. I want to see something. Bayview Motel, room 223. Room 223. Is there elaboration who's screaming behind the door to this room, or is it just chalked up to interdimensional wackadoo stuff? Let's see. It's expanded on elsewhere at one point. Is it? When did I miss? Me too. Google, look for. Okay, so they tell us about it later. Okay. Hey, Shinanashi, my dear friend. How are you? Most of the NPC personality stuff is in the moment. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. But like as a writer, so if you were like an author, you would have to pre-make all this stuff. Fine, Dylan. Insomnia hitting hard. I hear you. Well, welcome to the place where people in the UK go when they can't sleep. The Booster Greg Stream Experience.
I've wondered about him. What kind of man
We love
he'd
having
grow
you here,
up
my
to
friend.
be.
I'm sorry you can't
Are
sleep.
things as hard for him as they were for me. Maybe in here, they were even harder.
Oh, it's this fucker. I hate this guy. I don't want to talk to you. I hate you. Apollo's been acting very strange. Beth said he's probably worried, scared, or upset. I put you on and he's cured. That's right. Boost Greg Stream Experience cures cats.
Silver's just popping up all over the place.
Can I talk to you? Can I talk?
What's going on with the items? Oh, hello.
Hello. My name is
Is there
Langston.
something I can help you with?
I'm Jesse, the new director. I need to get inside.
New director. Right. Well, okay. Hello, I'm Frederick Langston, the Panopticon supervisor. It's not the best time for a tour. We have...
Hey, T-Shep. Hold on. We got to do this. We got to do this. Frederick name meaning. We got to do this. This must be done. This must be done. Frederick Langston. So Frederick means peaceful ruler. And Langston means from the tall man's town. Wait, the name Langston is a British boy's name that means long stone or tall man's town. Peaceful ruler of the tall man's town. It's a joke. It's a joke. He tries to keep the peace, but he's also tiny. He's a small
hiss
man.
everywhere, numerous cell breaches, and system failures across the board, but you're the director, so here we go. Founded by Zachariah Trench, the Panopticon is our state-of-the-art repository for all altered items,
don't have time for
objects
this.
of power, and...
I was told Dylan Faden was kept here. Can you help me find him?
Faden? Sure. Darling wanted him somewhere secure and isolated away from people. He's in the maximum security cells, upper level. But there's currently a pressing matter, ma'am. We've got an object of power loose in there. It's wrecking the place. The Benikoff TV, it's a real doozy. Salvador took a team in to handle it, but no one's heard from them for hours. This is a Category 5 OOP we're talking about, and if we don't contain it soon, it will tear the Panopticon apart. And we don't want all those altered items getting loose, ma'am. No, trust me.
Dylan's in there.
Open the door, Langston. I'll handle it.
If you say so. I usually tell first-timers not to touch anything, so, just do that. Here, I'll get the door for you.
Thanks, pal.
And please, ma'am, call me Fred.
Call me Fred.
Thanks, Langston.
Thanks, Langston. Let's talk to you.
I better not get blamed for this.
Yeah, he's a
mess in the
tiny
next
man.
performance
Look.
review.
He's shorter than
Cat
us.
to feed.
You got anything else to
Is
say?
the TV back in its box yet?
No.
No rush or anything. It's just
I got questions.
an ongoing concern.
I need answering.
Do you like working at the FBC?
Sure. I mean, yeah, the drama's a bit much, but I get better benefits here than I would over at the Postal Service. I checked. Better healthcare. That's not to say I don't like my job, ma'am. Been here over 15 years. No one
Just
knows the
remembered he's talking to his
Panopticon
boss.
collection better than me. I'm close to them in a way.
I can't tell if that's creepy or normal here.
How do you keep the altered items under control?
It depends on the item. Each one has different needs. Ritualistic touches go a long way. Singing to them,
Did he say
flipping the
singing?
lights 3 times, that sort of thing. It's not superstition if it works.
Literally ADHD. Singing. Did he say singing? Man, still talking.
What's the difference between objects of power and altered items?
Think of them like storms. Objects of power are like tropical cyclones or hurricanes for the uneducated. They're big, rare, and scary. Of course, directors can just bind the OOP and become the eye of the storm. Altered items are more like weird thunderstorms.
That makes
some
sense.
may rain frogs, some may rain corn, but they all rain something.
And how does the hiss factor into all that?
It's changing them, making them aggressive. Now they're all raining, I don't know, knives. Knife rain.
Nice metaphor.
Knife rain.
Did you work closely with Trench?
Oh, he spent most of his time with Darling and all them. The inner circle. Not that I care.
Trench certainly had his favorites.
He did stop in occasionally to scowl and smoke. Did you know the Bureau has a no smoking policy? It does. Just not for Trench. Still, he is the one who put aside funding for the Panopticon. The man did have vision.
So Trench was more of a bureaucrat, if anything. He was more practical, it seems like. Like he's always miserable. He's always like, rah, 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 whatever. But he seemed, even though he kind of had his little clique, as we've seen here, he seemed like a pretty good boss so far. Resourceful. When things got a little out of hand, he found creative ways to solve them. Huh?
How did you get this job?
Started as a junior agent because my uncle knew a guy. From there, I got put on a desk until an accident left the containment sector severely understaffed. At which point I got bumped up to management. Put in a steady 8 hours a day for another 10 years, and voila, supervisor.
I just picked up a gun.
Yeah.
Or a gun picked me.
Or a gun picked up me. All right, let's get out of here.
I'll see you later,
See you
Lance.
later. I got things to do.
I'll be
Bye.
here, like always.
The Panopticon. Dylan's close. But that object of power might wreck this
Makes sense for
place
the
before I find
Panopticon
him.
survivor or supervisor. Yeah. He's just trying to keep things together best he can. Fire break. I'm enjoying this guy so much. I remember hating him, and I don't know why now. Let me possess you just so I can get the achievement. Boom. You're dead. Sorry. Wrong place, wrong time, pal. What a ridiculously large place. Oh, we got some full things. What can I get rid of? What do I not need? Oh, I gotta sneeze again. Bless me. Collectibles loadout. That's what I wanted. All I ever wanted. There we go. Deconstruct. I guess I'll get rid of some of this stuff. Bless you, thank you. I don't know why I have the sniffles. Probably coming down with something, which I'd rather, if I'm gonna get sick, I'd rather get sick now than closer to when Spider-Man comes out, you know? You know what I mean? What do we got down here? Let's get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Just make some space, you know? There. Brilliant. Brilliant. Mailbox. I love this place. I just love the ridiculousness of having like a picnic basket be constantly surveilled, and it's the most serious business you could ever think of. There's the fan they're talking about that literally kills people by blowing too hard. Sledgehammer. It's just a really fun juxtaposition, you know? Oh, Fridge Quest. That's up here now? Or is it further up? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll find it. Gavin's obsessed with the Fridge Quest right now. Let's check the other side. It might be up. Gavin! No, I'm not going in there. Or is it down? Bum bum bada bum bum. Fridge Quest is pretty sweet. I don't remember much about it. I remember enjoying it, but I mean, I played this when it first came out. 2018, this came out? Away we go.
Something went wrong with the Bureau's plan to make Dylan the next director. Marshall made it sound like it was all Dylan's fault, but how much of it was what the Bureau did to him? I don't think she's telling me everything.
Uh-oh. What I find very interesting about the difference between the hiss and the dark presence is the hiss generate light, where light is the weakness or enemy of those possessed by the dark presence. So maybe confirming they're not the same, but just different sides of the same coin. I'm obsessed with that imagery of everything. It comes in pairs.
Hello?
There's the fridge.
Is anyone there?
Let me unlock this first. Whoa. That's sweet. The fuck? We don't have that over here, do we?
Hello? Is anyone there?
Is that a reflection? Let's go.
Hello?
Yes, yes, yes,
Is
yes,
anyone
yes,
there?
yes, yes, yes.
What are you doing in there?
Oh, thank God. Look, someone has to watch this object at all times, or it deviates. My shift replacement never showed up. Can you help me?
Damn.
Yes.
I can't. I'm sorry. There's an emergency.
Oh, that's
I'll
right.
come back. I promise.
Okay, just don't forget. I can't stare at this thing much longer.
Come on, let me in. I want to help him. Sterilize crucibles with incantation 310.1a before reusing. Zephyr semen. That is just very interesting to me. Because I remember there's that quest later that deals with evil doubles. Got him. Got him. I'm the best. I am the director. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no! Oop. I lived. I lived. It'll take more than that to take me down, for my name is Jesse Faden, and I am the director, and I am immortal. Don't you see? You cannot kill me, for I am the Panopticon. Oh, shit.
That's the object of power. I need to cleanse it.
Whoa. Black and white. Alan Wake. You know? Everything's suspended like this, like it's floating. Okay. There you go. Now can I fight you? Thank you. me the health. I'm dead. 100% dead. Yep. That was stupid. I saw the health and I got greedy, and then it caused my death, my demise. Okay, let me go. Let me go in. Just such a cool image. Wait, do I have to talk to this guy again? I might have to. Can I talk to you, Chuckles? Don't need to. Okay. Good. Just want to make sure. I didn't think so when I didn't hear them going crazy, but it doesn't hurt to check. You know? Now it's all completely black, where it was once was shining ever so brilliantly. Just like, shut the fuck up with this design. Like, their art department needs a fucking raise right now. On a fucking last gen game? Like, are you for serious? Clear out. Get him! Get him! Oh no! Oh no! You. Go do some damage. Piece of shit. Greedy. Dead. You're dead. You. Like a more hands-on approach with you.
Salvador, the head of security. His team didn't stand a chance against the Hiss. No one here does.
Here we go.
Okay. The TV.
First. First.
Another object of power going nuts. Here we go again.
Oh, is this? What is this? Anchor supplement. Background. The crew of the White Ocelot first encountered a strange spherical phenomenon while fishing in the something or other. Witnesses described it as a black sphere with a faint light behind it. It hovered just off the bow of the bow of the ship. The crew blankety blank by throwing a tin bucket, which disappeared into the sphere. Soon after, the vessel lost structural integrity. The ship's metal rusted and fell apart within minutes. As the ship sank, the sphere lowered into the water. A passing fishing vessel called the Something rescued our 4 surviving crew. Again, agents were dispatched to the White Ocelot's last known coordinates and began diving operations. On the ocean floor, the agents found the sphere. The ship was entirely destroyed except for its anchor, as agents lifted the anchor off the ocean floor. They noticed the sphere behaved in conjunction with the anchor, moving and stopping as one. Interesting. Contact with the sphere was avoided, but handling the anchor proved harmless. The item was transported by something or other to the U.S. port of something. Upon arriving in New York, it was brought to the Bureau. To the Bureau. Let's go. Use the TV babysitter. TV babysitter. Levitate superhero over the obstacle. Fly. Babysitter slash TV. That's a little, you know, a little, hey! A little too real for me. I always struggle with this ability because I have a hard time gauging of where I am on the ground. Oh man, this is it. While levitating to fall, and then while falling to slow fall. Huh? Gotcha. All right. Too much. That's what I wanted. Newsflash slash ABP. His static or broadcast must survive.
Okay. Dealt with the TV. Now I can find Dylan.
Dude, I'm so excited. You can fly. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Bro. Are you shitting me? With this game. Mannequins are in the game for a quest as well. Yeah, I remember. Well, I don't remember. I remember you telling me. Oh, the mannequin is the dark evil. Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. I forgot that it was a mannequin, but I remember now. But I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know. Whee. Thank you for telling me where to go, friend. Sorry. Is this the agent in the Panopticon cell after Dylan has been found? You know what? Just die. Just die. Oh, Swan Boat. They were talking about that. How it must be related to the merry-go-round horse, right? We read about that. Oh, we read about that one too. I love how they do that. They give you something to read and they show you it later.
Dylan. He's so close.
Here we go. Let's go.
Can you hear me? Jesse.
I hear you.
Are you there, Jesse?
Emily? He's gone. Dylan isn't here. He might be nearby. Or maybe the hiss got to him. I don't know.
Jesse, listen. Dylan's here. With us. He just walked in. He says he is giving himself up. He's been affected by the hiss, but he is different than the others. We must isolate him.
I'm on my way. We need to get back. I have to see my brother.
I have to see my brother. Shut up. Just kidding. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said that. Dylan Faden observation. Breakfast at 9:30. Gets out of bed. Dude, this guy's living my life. My fucking dream life. He's brought breakfast at 9:30. He doesn't get out of bed until 11:54. Gets the TV turned on for him at before noon. When he gets lunch, breakfast removed. He eats his lunch. And he watches TV for a couple hours. Then begins talking to himself. Recording speech is not possible due to the noise from the television. Does that on purpose. Becomes upset and throws a lunch tray at the glass. They get him sedated. So he has a temper tantrum. He takes a nap. And he wakes up. He gets the TV turned back on. And then he goes to sleep at 6:16 and wakes up at 9:30. So that's an early fucking bedtime. That's earlier than my toddler. Television privileges were refused due to hostile behavior on 6/12. Salvador's ID. Cool. What? What? It's over here.
All right, I won't take up too much of your time today, Dylan. Like I said, I want to talk about Jessie, your sister.
What about her?
I just want to get your perspective. What do you think of her? What kind of person is she? That sort of thing.
I adored my sister. When I was little, I mean, back in ordinary.
And you don't anymore?
When I first got here, sure. I'd always hoped she'd come too. Find me, to take me home. We went everywhere together. Why should this be any different? Casper said she could come too, to the Bureau, if she wanted to. But she never did.
Why do you think that is?
Because she didn't care about me. She always wanted to be out on her own, seeing the world. She always said so. Guess she got what she wanted.
Great. So she wanted to see the world. Did she ever mention any place in particular?
Why?
We like to ask questions around here, you know that. Any particular cities, towns, landmarks, anything like that?
They're looking for her.
I don't remember.
What about family friends? Were you close with anyone living outside of ordinary?
I'm done with this. Tell Casper I want pizza for lunch today.
Dylan, wait. We're not... End of session.
Interesting. So they were looking for Jesse. Very interesting. Did they know that Polaris was with her? Think maybe some of the higher ups was the program happening already? What do they call it? The candidate program or whatever? Over here. Or was that, like, was she even part of the primary candidate, whatever the fuck it's called? Interesting. Dude, I love flying. Best part of the game. The best part of waking up is flying in the panopticon. How do I get over there? I need the key. That's right. All right, I can't do that. Right, the door. Need the key. I wonder if I can do the fridge quest now. Let's find out. Sorry. Dude, it's just the stuff of nightmares. Everything's so uniform, so perfect. That's got to be a code for something, huh?
Keep your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Oh, you're back. Oh, thank you, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of
Hi,
here.
Andy.
The door can only be opened by the
Dear
Panopticon
friend,
supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right.
Philip. I think his name is Philip.
And I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
All right, Philip. What does Philip mean? What does the name Philip mean? Philip name meaning. Horse loving. Fond of horses. Okay. Okay. Focus and fill. Where is Langston? He's this way, right? Maybe? How are you doing, Andy? How are the YouTube videos going, my friend? Andy's been uploading a lot of gameplay and stuff, a lot of edited, unlike me, who does peasant live things. Keep me busy, I bet. Absolutely. Oh, nope, wrong way, Greg. What are you uploading now? Is it Alien? Am I crazy? Alien Isolation? I trim. I don't do deep dive into the cut. That's fair. That probably keeps you sane, right? Hello there. Alien Isolation only streamed it like months ago. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought you had streamed it. Did you stream it and then you're editing, or you're doing light edits to the VODs? Is that what you're doing? I was curious about that. There we go, this way. All I ever wanted. I would never edit out that if I edited VODs. That's key. Yep, and they are, so they have it placed on YouTube forever. I used to do that. I didn't edit it. I just would upload directly to YouTube, but no one watched them, so I just stopped doing it. I will probably do it for this gameplay though, and for actually I will probably re-upload the Alan Wake stuff and this to YouTube. because all I have to do is press a button and it's there forever. Whee! Down to go. Fire break. Here we are. This is where I wanted to be. Langstrom, your boy. He's not doing so hot.
I better not get blamed for this mess in the next performance review.
There's someone named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day. I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
This is the Michael Scott of this facility. He really is. I love...
I'll see you later, Langston.
This is such a nice touch.
I'll be here, like always.
You can tell that they put in such a caring eye into the facial animations here. I really appreciate the Philip. Oh, Philip. Oh, fridge duty. And I guarantee you, Langstrom calls him fridge duty Philip. I guarantee it. Thermos. From the Oh Dear Diner. This is from Alan Wake. Everyone shut the fuck up. This is from Alan Wake. No unique procedures required. Altered status is suspected but unverified. A blue thermos, a blue coffee thermos with a white plastic cap and a logo of the Oh Dear Diner located in Bright Falls, Washington. This cap doubles as a mug. The item responds to Formula I.16, yet no discernible altered effect has been discovered, other than keeping liquid warm for surprisingly long periods of time. It's also worth noting that the coffee from the thermos is always refreshing and strong, no matter its quality, before being poured into the item. Oh, I had a thought of maybe it's just the coffee itself in it, because it was probably brewed with water from the lake, but that does not seem to be the case. The thermos was discovered on the shore of Cauldron Lake outside of the town of Bright Falls. Both are known sites of a recurring Altered World event. See Bright Falls AWA case file for further information. According to witness statements, Alan Wake, see Prime Candidate Program entry for further information, who went missing shortly before the discovery of the thermos, had been seen blank collecting similar thermoses for an unknown purpose. Told you. But the thermoses are things. Well, I know they're collectibles. We played the game. What did you tell me, Gavin? Tell me. What did you tell me? Oh, Alan Wake is a prime candidate. Did you say that in those words, Gavin? I don't believe you. I straight up don't believe you. Dude, can you imagine if the rumored co-op Remedy game is Jesse, Allen, and Saga, maybe? Or like a third character? And you get to be co-op buddies and run around in the Remedy universe doing missions and shit as directors? Are you kidding? So they were eyeing Alan as a potential director.
I told Salvador it was dangerous.
And Alan, oh my God, if Alan was eyed as a potential director,
Langston.
and they were looking for him, but they couldn't find him because he got sucked into the dark place because he was utilizing the dark place. Alan Wake's flashlight altered item OOP when? I know. I don't think that's what they're quite going for because it's any light, right? We saw that, but still. Abilities, launch. Yes. Yes, give me all that. Yes, please. And then I'm going to get more energy next. I'm going to start speccing into energy after that. Fast travel to upper panopticon. Whoa. That was fast. You said he couldn't be director. I didn't think he could. But, and to be fair, he can't. He's lost in the dark place. I think he's too far gone. But they were eyeing him to be one. And he was being influenced / using this, whoa, resonance? And Jesse has the Polaris resonance. So maybe that is what they were looking for in the next generation of the prime candidate, is they were looking for someone who works either with or can allow this ability or has demonstrated proficiency in paranatural abilities. But it's based on group human perception and myth, not reality. I like it. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesse?
I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
Uh-oh. Philip's dead.
Philip?
Philip's dead. It's fine. Wait, what did I just get? There it is. Employee incident. Incident in question occurred on Philip Filson. He's dead, Jim. You got to do it. Filson, name meaning. The name Filson is derived from the ancient name Philip. Philip, his name is son of Philip, son of horse lovers. I love that they put in so much time and effort into naming everyone, and then this guy's just Phil Filson. Junior Agent Phil Filson of the Fridge. Fridge Phil Filson. I want a name tag that says, "Hi, my name is Phil Filson." Incident in question occurred on something or other and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container. It shows you how much detail they put in, how much they actually watched their employees. But discovered the refrigerator had something or other his meal. Agent Filson began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. The behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was altered soon after. Filson complied with the security commands to desist recommendation. Agent Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. The review committee recommended one non-mandatory counseling session, which you probably didn't go to. So the Fridge struck back. He kicked the Fridge, and the Fridge waited and would bide its time.
If I look away...
Ow. Ouch. I was theorizing. Phil kicked the Fridge, got mad. They put him on Fridge duty. The Fridge waited and would bided its time for this like jailbreak, and then killed Phil. Got its revenge. And then me. Do you go in the room yet? Okay. I will.
Hello? Jesse? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip? Philip?
But could the Fridge have killed him at any time?
If I look away... It hurts me.
I don't know. It probably could have. Former board member.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
Seemed like he looked away.
What the fuck?
I remember this fight. I hate this fight. I remember hating the fuck out of this fight. Oh. Give me some help. Thank you. Hey, Riviera. Oh, ow! Not in front of Riviera, please. Give me some help. Ow! I hate to see it. Oh, I should have been doing that to begin with. See how much that hurt him? See how much that hurt me? Got him. I'm the best. Best of this game if there ever fucking was. And there's definitely won't be a phase 2. Definitely not a phase 2. I thought there was a phase 2.
Seems fixed. Did fighting that thing off change something?
Oh, it's later. It's later. That's what I'm remembering. Beautiful. You fight him later, yeah. Yeah. Upgrade Pierce. Yes. Beautiful. Construct Charge. Sure, why not? Cool. We'll go to fast travel, and then we'll go to executive. We'll talk to Emily Pope. We'll tell us some things about our brother. How are you doing, Riviera? I saw you earlier in other chats. Sorry to distract. It's all your fault. But it's fine. Throwing orbs back at it does a ton of damage. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me.
Oh my god, did she have to write everything in her gibberish code?
Oh man, I'm gonna do so many fucking jukebox bullshits. We're gonna talk to Emily right now.
Emitted from the HRAs is purely antithetical to every variant of the
Ooh, stuff. Shh, stuff. Speech analysis. If we understand the hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express their resonance using vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Increasingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You must want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the hiss is referring to? Does the hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic.
But how did Darling create it?
Just finishing eating. Nice. What are you eating? Anything good? Linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we didn't want to listen to the dangerous ones, so we listened to the ones that float and just are super creepy. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of the repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We are able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See corresponding audio. Danger! How are you, my friend? Oh, I want to check those too. Did that change? I don't think so. I think, yeah, that's the same. It looks like Jeffrey Wright and then Lex Luthor. Yeah. Air fried a couple Italian sausages, some spaghetti and marinara. Ooh, that sounds good. You can talk to a mold person in the mold area you can go into if there's a janitor request. Okay. Let's talk to Emily.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late? How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him. My brother. Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Do you have anything else to say to me?
Jesse, when you were down in research, did you run into a Dr. Rhea Underhill?
I didn't. Who is she?
She is a colleague.
Oh, I know
of
you're talking
mine.
about Gavin, yeah.
A researcher studying a kind of extra-dimensional mold growing below research.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
No one does. Look, I haven't heard from Rhea since the Hiss arrived. Would you mind having a look around for her next time you're in research?
Of course.
Thanks, Jesse. Now, what's on your mind?
Nothing.
I should be going.
Nothing.
Enjoy your
no.
data.
This quest, yeah. As soon as you started talking, I was like,
will.
oh, that's what you're talking about. And I gotcha. Speak with Dylan on the upper level.
They're endangering us by bringing a Hiss in. If Trench was still around,
If Trench was still around, he's not. Hello.
You are a worm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunderstorm.
I want you all to know that I do have subtitles on. It's just not working.
Yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You are a worm through time.
Shit.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
That's Dylan.
White pearls,
Can
but
you
yellow
hear
and
me?
red in the eye.
Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you.
Surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true.
Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Better than not talking.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The Hiss made me better. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please.
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in, you've always been here! The only truth! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit! Shit! He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small, in Ordinary, in the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The egg cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me. And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about.
Is that Justin Bieber song?
Funny.
I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet.
You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
Regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jesse. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option. Go to the Prime Candidate program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there. Salvador wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into.
Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
I'll go. But only to look for the slide projector. You can help me. We can end this.
I think I got it. Tom, are you still here? Are you asleep? If you're asleep, that's fine. I just wanted to go over... Tom, so this is my reading of this conversation. I don't remember this conversation at all, so I want to make sure that I'm getting it correctly, as you are the professor here. During the AWE in Ordinary, these two were playing with the slide projector, and they went into an alternate reality, right? They went to a different world. There they met Polaris, who seemed like pretty chill, right? Like she's not doing anything. Can you calm down, Dylan, for a minute, please? At that point, Polaris merged with Dylan? I thought it was Jesse, but at that point it was Dylan. And that's why the Bureau took Dylan as a prime candidate. when the Bureau started fucking around with the slide projector, Dylan rejected Polaris, and Polaris went to, or maybe Dylan rejected Polaris at some point, or Polaris rejected Dylan and left. So then before they started playing with the projector, and Polaris found Jesse and merged with her, and the Bureau realized that it probably went to Jesse. That's why they're looking for Jesse. When they started playing with the projector, the hiss came out, and Dylan willingly merged with the hiss for power. Is that what happened? Or was it Polaris immediately merged with Jesse and they thought that was Dylan? Sounds solid. I was under the impression that Polaris came back with Jesse. So that's the other thing it could be too, right? It could be that Polaris came back with Jesse and they thought it was Dylan, but it wasn't. And when they saw that it wasn't, Dylan got jealous. He's kind of like, I'm not special anymore. So he got that like rage. And then when the hiss became an option, he like willingly merged with the hiss because like, you know, fucking power. He can be a candidate now. He can be special again. You spend that long being locked up, being told you're special, and only to realize that you're not. You'll do that. It's one of those two. I like the latter better. You know? See what he has to say.
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here. Dylan.
They split their time between the two when they were younger.
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start. Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure.
Sure, big guy.
What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
He's implying they're one and the same.
The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearl.
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe there's a way to reach him. I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now. Is it the same dream?
This again?
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail, and there was always plenty of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it stayed that way, forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted, and none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game, and it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop playing. And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream,
it is facial animation.
It was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. And something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
New channel name, Ordinary Greg. And that's going to be our theme song. All right, I'm not. I can get more?
Maybe I can learn more.
How much
about
more
the
do you have to
history.
tell me? Jeez Louise.
Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
Again?
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen. Not as long as I'm alive.
The thunderstorm distorts you.
I swear to God.
Maybe I'm just here to punish
Rip
myself.
Unity. Sounds like
Any new
hysteria to
dreams
me.
you'd like to share, Dylan?
Like to share, Dylan? From Ordinary?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now,
You just keep on
felt
having
very
infinite dreams.
real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world,
Alex Casey.
the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
Who
I'm
is
wild
Mr.
about the idea
Door?
myself.
Through time, the thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the inverse.
One second. No. Where's my Alan Wake? Hold on. I gotta find my Alan Wake notes. Here, Alan Wake notes. No. Mr. Door, Watchman? No, because that's they were talking about that. Unless he's talking about himself. Mr. Hatch? Who's Mr. Hatch? Why am I drawing a blank right now? Senor Porto? Rude RM? Pumpkinberry? Oh, Quantum Break. But Quantum Break's not a part of this, they've said. They've said Quantum Break is not a part of the Remedy Connected Universe. And I'm pretty sure that's for business reasons. I'm like convinced it's for business reasons. because Mr. Hatch was Lance Reddick. And even if they wanted to do that, no, they can't. They can't. There are AWE references in Quantum Break. Yes, yes. I'm pretty sure that the reason why Quantum Break got disavowed, got kicked out, was because it was an Xbox exclusive and PlayStation users can't play it. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. So I think what they're going to do is they're leaving those references intact and saying they're Easter eggs and nothing more, and they'll stop doing it going forward, I feel like. Because they're also reusing Sean Ashmore in Alan Wake 2, they've confirmed.
Here we go
So
again.
there goes Jack Joyce.
Once more with feeling.
Once more with feeling.
Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now!
This is very
and
Alan
repeated
Wake.
it again now. I'm standing there and watching.
This
and
is
that's
so
all I
Alan
can
Wake.
do.
This is the Nightingale thing.
It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good.
His point of view, yeah. Interesting. Alan Wake was Xbox exclusive until the remaster. Yes,
Or is
and
this
that's
the
why
Hicks
though.
playing mind games?
They only recently made that
I don't
distinction.
know.
Let's go. Let's see if there's any pages in here before we leave. I can't fly up there. I don't see any pages. Usually they really kind of pop out. Check the sticky note room. Oh yeah. Go check the sticky note room. I love the sticky note room. Here.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? Why the fuck didn't we put
Dude, I love this room. To whom it may concern, in case you are not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I'll be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell phone. Sincerely, Jay Bozer.
That's no one's.
What does Bozer mean? It's Turkish. A person who drinks alcohol. He's drunk. I could have guessed that. I could have guessed that. And there you have it. And there it is. Here we go. I think that's it, right? It looks like it. I just love this room. It like seeps out.
I heard
great.
some rangers saying you saved them in
Prime candidate. So we don't know the extent of Polaris's power. Dylan is implying, or had implied, that they are one and the same. And if they were one and the same, that means that they weren't, that Polaris wasn't spending time jumping between Jesse and Dylan. They're spending time with both. But I don't know if I believe that. That seems a little ridiculous. That Polaris can just create another human being that looks nothing like the original human being. That seems a bit out there to me. Check the janitor's office. Yeah, we could probably do a janitor quest then. Fast travel. And we want to go to Where's janitor again? No, it's definitely here. Right? Or am I crazy? Ventilation. Yep, ventilation is where I want to go. Or Polaris copied Jesse and used her as a host. Maybe the changes were necessary to accommodate Polaris. Maybe. That's interesting. I think I can share my hiss theory now. Please share. Yes. Please, Tom. It's going to be so good, I'm going to get mad because I'm going to wish I thought of it. I'm calling it right now. So after Ordinary, the kids burned most of the slides. Yes. That I remember. It's like Trench had one that was like partially burnt. And then the other one was Polaris's World. Right? I love the telekinesis powers in this game. Felt like playing Jingo. Dude, when you can fly and do it. Oh, it's so good. Hello. I got two. Mold.
You need to scrap that. They are very good listeners. You can tell them
Let's
anything.
do this.
Or you can sing to them. They like that.
When we've seen the hiss portrayed, it's been like that red fluid stuff, yeah, or almost maybe like a film melting. Okay, I see it. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Never been up here. The flower quest. Where can I go now? What is this saying? Jukebox. No thanks. Not just yet. Containment. So I want to go to the medical wing, which means I have to go to logistics is probably the easiest. Probably. So I wonder whether the act of melting the slide affects the reality it connects to. Melting the slide corrupts the reality that it gets projected. Maybe. That's interesting. What I also find interesting too, Tom, what is the primary, not ingredient. How do projectors work? Light. I just watched that recently after seeing Clone Wars. It totally recontextualizes it for me. Yep. Oh, the rubber ducky will be out now or a bit later. Okay. We'll get back to there when we get back to there. We're going to do this one right now. Medical wing. Here we go. So light is the main component, if you will, for the projector. And light is heavily used in Alan Wake. That can't be a coincidence that they used light for that. I refuse to believe that's a coincidence. They used a projector of all the technology available that can show things on a larger display. Open up new worlds. They chose that.
Mark Gibson, male, age 28, returned from the astral plane approximately 13 minutes ago. This was his 21st dive. Patient is experiencing migraine-like pain, intense pressure behind the eyes, and partial blindness. He has no recollection of his time in the astral plane and appears severely disoriented. Preliminary examination revealed no immediate cause, so we will be sending patient for x-rays and... What the fuck is that thing? God, it burst right out of him. Call Black! Get Marshall!
Well, what was his
Gibson,
name?
male,
Mark
age 28.
Gibson. What does that mean? Mark name meaning God of War, to be warlike. Warlike. Gibson means son of Gilbert. Warlike Gilbert's son.
Returned from the astral plane approximately
A projector
13
copies an
minutes
image
ago.
but larger, but maybe Polaris is a
Was
projection
his
of Jesse and the hiss is a
21st
projection of
dive.
Dylan.
Patient is experiencing
Through a filter, though. It projects through something that's translucent,
It's
right?
gotten in here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Oh, ow! Gotcha. I got some health. God damn it! Oh, hey. Oh, it was behind me this entire time. So I reckon the hiss didn't exist until the slide was melted and projected. Until then, it was some other resonance that got corrupted and when it was melted. Interesting. So it was this other resonance, and then they created the hiss by melting it. Huh. Which would explain why on that loading screen there, you see this like melty kind of look. Like it's as if someone's melting the slide while it's going through the projector. And that's the one that Trench kept for himself. Interesting, Tom. Interesting. I'm on board. Through a lens or a mirror version of Polaris. Or am I late? Ads, you're always late. That's fine. If the slide for Polaris wasn't unburned, it'd be cool if the hiss was a corrupted Polaris. Yes, I agree. I'm with you. So they destroyed all of them, and those worlds were destroyed. So when you destroy a slide, you destroy a world. In that same logic. And the hiss one was partially destroyed. So when they projected that, the hiss came through, is what Tom is saying, I think. But please correct me if I'm
in
wrong.
here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Here's what I'm gonna do. We're going over here. We're gonna wait. This is the strat. This is the winning strat. No? Y'all don't want to kill me? Gotta go through the door. The door. What's this? Mold autopsy. The deceased was a blank-year-old with no significant past medical history, probably female based on the length of that word. Was a blank-year-old female with no significant past medical history. The subject was brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal based on its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled with fungus known as mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably, caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death, mold. Sounds about right. I thought it was partially burnt. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So the slide was partially burnt. They had all these other slides, right? And they were all burnt and destroyed. There was one that was partially burnt, and that's one that Trench has, and that's the one that he used to go into the other world, and it was corrupted because of that melty. darkness. So whatever was in there, Polaris's brother, whatever you want to call it, was corrupted. And thus became the hiss. A distorted version of what it once was. I 100% subscribe to that theory, John. Jesus Christ. Tom Bacon. It's Tom Bacon's evil, corrupted slide self. John Beef. John Sausage. John Meatball. John Canadian Bacon. Let's go. Up here. Not up here. Surely my nemesis would be some kind of vegetable. John Broccoli. That's what I mean, John Broccoli. What else does it want from me here? This way? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Mold killing. Oh, that's right. Mold killing. That's probably in here, huh? How do I kill the mold? Shooting doesn't work. I'm an American. There's only one possible way you can destroy things, and it's by shooting. Oh, that's right. That's still closed to me, huh? That's not. It's probably gonna hurt though. Yeah. It hurts. Mold is like a vegetable, right? John Mold. No, the key is it has to be a vegetable that has a letter that also starts with a mode of transportation. That's the key. But it can't be bus. It can't be the broccoli bus because it's already the bacon bus. If you're wondering what my brain is currently fixated on, it's that. Hello, Mr. Eli Rooney. How are you, my friend? All right, what do I fucking... What do I... The apple ambulance. It's a fruit. It's a fruit. It's not a... It needs to be a vegetable. It's not a vegetable, but what about John Tapioca? John Tapioca. Why is that so funny? Hello, my name is John Tapioca. Welcome aboard the Tapioca train. That found it. Found it. John Tapioca is 100% a gangster. Yes. My name is John Tapioca. Welcome. No, it would be Hey, the name's John Tapioca. Pleased to meet you. Hey, do me a favor. Hey, if anyone asks where I was last time I was with you, we went to watch a movie. Went to watch that new Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Yeah, what was it? The Departed? That's what we went to go see. All right, John Tapioca, who was with you. Here's the ticket stub. Don't ask where I got it from. I don't need to know. The broccoli bends. It's the broccoli bends. It's the broccoli boat. John Broccoli. Dude, the problem I'm having with this mold is it's not obvious to me what I'm supposed to be shooting. Like, I saw one by pure chance. That's not one. That's what my problem is right now. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be shooting. The door is one in here. What door? That's not one. Didn't I just like unload in that door behind us? That one? Oh, right there. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. Look up. Oh, God, they're on the ceiling. It's on the ceiling. They're coming through the walls. Literally look everywhere you're not looking, Greg. Up. Down, left, right, A, B star. If you ever want to stump me in a puzzle game, put it on the ceiling. I used to watch all those Spider-Man cartoons and be like, how can you not see him? He's just right there. This is how I play games. Hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. The edamame excavator. I like the broccoli boat. That's what I like. Go back. Where? Where? Work the ceiling. I see nothing. I see nothing. It's behind you in there. In this room? Backseating on a delay is sometimes very frustrating. Oh. I did it all by myself. I didn't need any help. What's next? What's next? Mission briefings 5. Can I go talk to Langston again? Old growth. Underhill. Talk to the plants. Let's go talk to Langston again. That's what we'll do. Check your loadout. Think I got some new stuff, some better stuff. I can do this. That's right. So I have Pierce, and this one. What does this one do? Damage while aiming is much better. I don't want low on health. Gain from headshots. Don't care. Damage while aiming. I can do another one of those. Against armored enemies. I think I'm gonna want this. That seems very nice. Rate of fire, don't care. Accuracy, don't really care. I want like a better one of that is what I really want. Headshot damage. I don't think I really care about that. I think what I care about is accuracy. Rate of fire. Probably accuracy, huh? No. We'll keep it. It's fine. The Gherkin garbage truck. Piano Badger is stuck on infinite loop right now. Wouldn't have it any other way. You're all dead. Each and every one of you. Uh-oh. I hear someone. That's where I wanted to go. Let me out! Can't go that way. It's fine. We'll just go here. All right, we'll use an ability, and I wanted to do this now. I want to get more energy, although, ooh, flying. No, let's keep this going for now. That's what I want to do. And then I want to get this all the way down is what I want. All of the energy. Fast travel. Panopticon. That's right. That's right. You gotta go there. Oof. What's everyone got going on this weekend? Anything fun, exciting, new? This way. Streaming? Hell yeah, Gavin. Hells yeah.
How'd it go? Where's Philip?
Philip's gone.
Brian Butterfield?
Something
No.
happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it and wound up in the astral plane. This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items. If this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
Nice. New phone, same soul-sucking work. Yeah, nothing too exciting. Just playing some Liza P. Hell yeah. Video editing and hanging out with my friend for her birthday. That's nice. I'm gonna badger ran out of ideas.
I'll see you later.
He's a Peter
Langston.
Serafinowicz character.
I'll be
Oh,
here, like
Darth
always.
Maul himself. The original Maul. Also the Tick. Peter Serafinowicz. Langston Runaways, Talk to the Mass, Old Growth. Talk to the Plants, that's what I want to do. Central Research. You want more? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely do not want more. I appreciate you asking me. Absolutely. Under no circumstances do I want more. Astral constructs. Can I do anything here? No. Great. Thank you for telling me about it. Central research. Let's go talk to the plants. Let us go talk to some plants. Everyone. I realized that I made a horrible mistake. So I took off the week that Spider-Man 2, the video game, comes out. I just took it off. I was like, I want to do nothing but play this game. I told my wife, I said, this is what I'm doing this week. I took it off. I'm playing Spider-Man. And I'll eat at some point. And she said, okay. And I didn't realize that I also booked myself for my company. If you've been with the company for 5 years, they take you out to dinner. That's on the Thursday. It's on the fucking Thursday. And I said I would go because I wasn't looking at the date and I assumed it was the week after, but it's not. It's that fucking week. Oh, I'm so angry. Maybe just fake sick. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll say like, I'm not feeling super great. Sorry. And they're like, but how will you get your mug? You get the 5-year mug. Who the fuck cares about a 5-year mug? What is this? Headshot damage. Don't care. Damage while aiming. I'll keep that. Accuracy. I'll keep, I guess. These ones I can't do anything with. So let's just... I know these are for different guns and maybe all you want them at some point, but I just want space. It's literally all I really want. Got it. It's a free meal. Blame the kid. Yeah. It's a free meal, but then I have to deal with the CEO. Like, the CEO will be there, and I'm just like, I don't want to fucking talk to that guy. Just hack into the system and change the date of your employment. Yeah, but then that affects my raise, and that affects my vacation time, because after 5 years... So 5 years isn't technically until November. But they're like, yeah, October, November, whatever, it's fine. I tried to get out of that way. I was like, it's not really 5 years yet. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, fuck. Where I need to be? No, I need to be down here. Talk to this plant?
Talk to the plants. Small talk was never really my strong suit. At least they can't talk back.
So, I get more vacation time after my 5 year. Just listen to music on your headphones and don't have to listen to them. I'm going to sit as far away from anyone that I don't want to talk to as possible. The only reason I'm really considering is there is, I have a couple friends that I work with, but one will be there, and she will be there alone. So I was like, she asked me to go with her specifically. I was like, all right, fine. I was like, I'm only going because you asked me. I'm only going so you're not alone. That's it.
I hope those nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much.
You have to find yeah, I got it, Dylan. I mean, I got it, Gavin. Thank you. Just that. I almost got out of it too because I forgot that my beautiful, wonderful, darling wife was taking classes. She's getting another master's, I believe. She's an overachiever unlike me. And so she was like, oh, I have my classes on Thursday. You might not be able to go. And I was like, yes. And then I looked at the date, and it's like the 1 week she doesn't have it. It's like, fuck. So close. So close. And yet, so far. Let's find some more dead plants, huh? It'll be nice to get out of the house, though, and it's not super far away.
I wish my leaves were as pretty as yours.
I wish my leaves were as pretty as yours. Well, Jesse, you got some pretty nice leaves, you know what I'm talking. Sorry. I was getting partially seduced before stream, but then I was like, no, I must stream. I must. God damn it. I was telling a story. Hello there. Where is it? There it is. Got it. Got it. The show must go on, darling. She's like, what show? You sit in your room and you fucking talk to yourself. I go, no! The show. Gotcha. Oh, hello. Can I talk to this one yet? No, someone's still alive. Oh! There you are. Not anymore. Not anymore. She still thinks you have an imaginary friend named Danger and Gavin, Tom Bacon. To be fair, if you were overhearing this and you weren't hearing the stream and I'm just like, Tom Bacon 100% sounds like an imaginary friend name. Which is why I love it so much. Whoa! Piano Basher sounds insane. A lot of them do, and I fucking love it. I love it. That's most usernames, to be fair. But it's just fun. Like when Lindsay Boo shows up and I'm like, Lindsay Boo!
Do you have a
The only name that sounds normal that I yell out is Kara.
I miss him a lot.
And Adam, when Adam shows up. So I have like the sane voices in my head and then the absolutely intense. And Dylan, that's true. That's right, Dylan. That is true. Can you imagine if I just said Dill Snuffus? What? Oh no. He's getting worse. Gav is a normal person name. It is, but. Stop ruining the joke, everyone. Come on. It wasn't a good joke to begin with. You know what? We'll see what happens on Monday when I don't stream. And then you're all like, where's the stream? And I'll be like, you know what? That's where the stream is. And Brian, my buddy Brian as well. He shows up sometimes. It's a normal name. Let's just find all the normal names that I read out. How about that? I'm going to do the boring stuff. You think there's a plant in here? Major Captain. Probably the most insane of the names I read out. Major Captain. All I ever wanted. Dude, I love ray tracing in video games and reflections and all of that fancy shit that is basically just lens flare in video games. But man, is it beautiful. Ray tracing rules, so does Rudy tracing. Oh shit, it's right there. Fuck, I fucked it up. It's fine, we're fine. I can't believe I fucked it up because that's exactly where I wanted to go. I fucked it up again. God damn it. I want to go up there. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing. What's in here? Go in there in a minute. Because there's stuff here. Agent death notification. That's not what I wanted, though. That's what I wanted. Underhill disagreement. Dr. Darling, I feel I must inform you of a very questionable documentation I am seeing from Underhill's desk. She clearly has no concept of what the mold is. She claims they are microorganisms responsible for constructing the mold. Ridiculous. It's a rapidly growing fungus, not dissimilar to kudzu. She is fabricating complexity to justify her absurd budget demands. Speaking of which, I find it interesting that an old friend of yours gets her budget approved with no questions asked. I wonder if the Operations Oversight Committee would be interested to learn of that. Yours in estimation, Dr. Karen Abraham Lewis. What a fucking Karen.
It's done. It's just one large-scale HRA. It's an easy choice, no choice. It's there now. Protecting the most important thing.
It does, yeah.
Almost coming. I'll be there inside. Locked in. Ready to be blown away. Ready for the journey. To be blown flying into the model. Ready to see. To understand.
See, like, close personal friend of the stream, Pumpkinberry, has this idea, and has this theory. I don't subscribe to it. Not like a theory. She thinks there's something to Remedy reusing actors. And I don't know if I subscribe to that train of thought. I go back and forth in my head quite a bit. Like, I don't think that, like, Darling, like, the way it sounds, like, I've not talked to her at length about it, but based on what my understanding, and I could be wrong, and please correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone knows what her full theory is. Oh, not gonna go in there. But it sounds like the idea is Trench is an alternate reality version of Thomas Zane because they share the same voice actor, and that Darling would be an alternate version of Alan Wake because they share the same voice actor. But I think that I don't subscribe to it because Alan Wake is also two different characters, And we don't have a body for... They should look alike, too. That is true, yeah. That is also true. Where they wouldn't, because they use a different mocap actor for Alan than they do for the voice, right? And that was the same thing that happened with Max Payne. Max Payne, even though it is a loose definition of a mocap actor because they didn't use mocap, but like the body and the face was based off of Sam Lake, and the voice was James McAfee or whatever, how the fuck you say his last name, who's also the voice of Trench and Zane. So I don't quite subscribe to that. Like, is there a connection? There could be, but is it that they're the alternate version of that same character? I don't think so. What's really interesting too, Danger, is what they've announced, and this is Alan Wake 2 spoiler. If you don't want it, mute for a bit. This is just casting. So if you consider that a spoiler, you've been warned. There it is.
They say I'm the director, but what does that mean?
Alex Casey is a confirmed character in Alan Wake 2. And what they're doing is it's this same Max Payne combination, which is really cool. But they've already kind of said that Alex Casey is essentially Max Payne. They just probably couldn't get the rights to Max Payne, I think, maybe, because they sold it off to Rockstar for Max Payne 3. At least that's my understanding. Whether they've got it back in the interim, I don't know. There it is.
Your chlorophyll really brings out the green in your leaves. That's
Got some sexy chlorophyll, girl.
Kind of wish there were more.
Man, I'm green with envy about that chlorophyll. You know what I mean, baby? You know what I'm saying, girl? Go this way. All right, what can I do here? Do I save it? Probably should save it, huh? I should probably save it. Actually, you know what? I'll just do this one, and I'll save the other two. I didn't realize Max Payne had anything to do with this. Max Payne was one of Remedy's first games. For sure. Max Payne 1 and 2. 3 got sold off to Rockstar, and they did 3. So 3, I don't think had anything to do with Remedy games whatsoever. Face the enemy. Put a record on. Old growth. Or maybe I just leave and I go, yeah, I gotta leave this. I know what I gotta do. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. They're gonna spawn bad guys now because I know where I'm going. Wee blue skidoo, we can too. Got it. Crash it.
Area's under quarantine.
Yeah.
Go in there
it's fine.
Excuse me.
I'm the director.
Are you lost?
Are you lost? Are you mad? Have you lost your mind? Yes. Yes, I have. Right. Timeline of events. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns in his behavior. Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of the lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help to answer How did the hiss get past the internal lockdown? I got a little Australian there. How did the hiss resonance advance through space? Deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world? A cross-dimensional destination? Refer to something for full report. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Something or Other contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau. While the mold is actively hostile, to use his words, we cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. The bureaucrat acknowledges they can't use bureaucratic definitions. So I did the thing and got Control and Ghostwire Tokyo on sale. High Condition Gamer. That's awesome. I'm debating purchasing Dead Space and Resident Evil 4 with the DLC right now. That's like right on the tip of my finger, you know. This person trying to do an Orcish, put on a UK accent.
Yes, I'm trying to be Orcish right now. This is my Orcish British accent. This one. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If something creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers.
That's Orcish. Me and person in this room, I mean, yes, that is true. It does have that Orcish flair. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into something. Yes, admittedly, the application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to the wall, but I paused to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. I Want the Dead Space remake looked amazing. We played the demo a while ago, if you remember. I don't know if you were here for that. And it was a lot of fun. It was really good. We really liked it. I'm waiting for like $30. If it was 30, no problem. But it's like 38. And that $8, I don't know. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to something construct the architect of the mold. I do not understand if these things are the original disseminators of the mold or they are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body. Seizing control of motor functions, this behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence. Ooh. Targeting our biological imperatives is a way to spread. It is truly ingenious little thing. Beautiful report. Keep your slacks on. Checking in. Hello, Rhea. How is it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FBC? I also want to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. I think you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can think of anything. If you can't think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus, and I admire that. Casper.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
Yes, Orcish.
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room? Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jesse, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
My name is Jesse, by the way.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented.
Catherine Hahn.
I can certainly see her doing
That's what
well
she looks
here.
like.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
Interesting hero complex. Not dissimilar to Alan Wake.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post
Funny
in the
to
middle of term,
only
but
her.
so be it.
So she's a professor.
She had literally just thought of the
That explains
craziest
a
sex that
lot.
she just had right there. Is what happened with Chuckles.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible. Thanks for the information.
My pleasure.
Oh, what's that? Oh, that's just the door. That's just the door. All right, it's time, everyone. I think it's time to give this one quick go. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba 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 da da ba da da ba ba da ba. You're dead. Here we are.
Ah, there you are. Hello there. I have the high ground, Anakin. Is there someone else here? No. Help.
That's right. Oh, stuff. Oh, stuff. Give me your stuff. Found one. Oh, 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 oh. All right. I see. All right, there you are. Ow! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is not great. It's not great. Back up we go. Over there, I see it, I see it. All right, we need more. More mold samples. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. We'll catch this, we'll read it later. Because it's very late and I want to get one mission done before we end for the night. And that will be it. And you'll have to wait until Monday and it'll be so exciting. But I want to beat this. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Alright, where's the other one? Nothing up there. Oh, hello! I didn't see you there. Really? Got him. Got him! Oh, can't do that. It's fine. There it is. 2 more. Maybe it's in here, huh? Hello? Is there anything in here? Oh, that's where I was. Okay. Anything up? No. Nothing here, huh? Ba-da-ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-bow. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Oh, 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 oh! I see it! I see it! Where the hell? Right here. I've already been in here, right? Yeah, I've been in here. I'm killing Jesse slowly. bathroom. He was using the potty. One more. Dear televisions.
And we're going to end the evening with a wonderful episode of The Threshold Kids.
Fixed. Building shifts occur at random and without warning, but with the Bureau's cutting-edge technology, we can stabilize the oldest house. Safe employees are happy employees. Certain rituals allow agents to navigate the oldest house as well. But accidents do happen. Trapping agents inside the walls. I heard you got stuck in your room for 3 days, Topher. Too bad you didn't have your book with you. Or any food. And remember, kids, when you feel the floor deviate, it's already much too late.
And that is all the time we have for tonight, everyone. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you all know that. If you had fun and this is your first time on the stream, you feel free to go ahead and hit that follow button. You hear me? I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Hope you get everything done that you need to get done. Hope everything you get done is done so easily and in a time efficient manner. We'll be back on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with more of our Remedy Connected Universe playthrough with Control. So don't miss it. You don't want to be one of those jerks that misses it, do you? Until then, go ahead and join the Discord. We have so much fun offline, sharing memes, talking, yelling at Caleb. And there's just more fun to be had. And I remind you on there too when it's time. We are going to go ahead and raid someone really quick. Who are we going to raid? Damn, tech's been on for 4 hours. All right, we're going to go see my very good friend Technique. That's what we're going to do. One of the newest heads of Table Story and a wonderful human being, someone I get to play D&D with on the regular. And there's a game vote on the Discord, that's right. Everyone take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more Control. Peace out, boys.